Hey guys, it's TJ and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be telling a story of this thing that happened like a couple of days ago where the second grader legit threatened to kill me and actually gave details, sent me a note with very detailed pictures on how he would go about the destroying of my life. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so it was a casual day. We were in Spanish class and these two second graders came into our room and they were like,
are we doing the thing now?
and then my Spanish teacher was like, "Oh, that's today. Oh, okay, guys, we're going." So then all these, second graders came in, and we were talking with the second graders. We were chilling, and we had to teach them Spanish. We had to, help them with Spanish, help them answer questions, help them talk about their family, etc. So yeah, we, ended up getting partners. I got partnered with two people. I sat next to my two other friends who had partners, and we'll call them. Actually, only one of them needs a name. It was a girl, we'll call her, I think I've used the name Stacy before in my videos, but I'm just going to use Stacy again. So we're going to call her Stacy. So, yeah, so she was talking with her partner. Her partner was like a young second grader with dark skin and bleached white hair, just so you can have a description of the kid who may or may not end me in the future. Alright, so, we were going about doing our Spanish thing. We were teaching. We finished our project, so I went over, talked to Stacy and partners. So I was telling her partner something. I think I was telling him how to spell a word or something, and she was like, "Don't listen to him, he's crazy." I was like, "No, don't listen to her, she's crazy." The little kid who we'll call Mini Murderer. Mini Murderer was all like, "I'm crazier than everybody in this room," and he stood up and his eyes got all big and he was like, "I'm crazier than everyone in this room," and he got looked around, pointed at everyone, and showing just how many people he was crazier than, and I believe it. So then, I can't remember what I said, but I said something, and I know it was only a couple days ago, but I have a terrible memory. I've told you guys this, I just have a terrible memory. But either way, yeah, so he said something, and then Stace was just like, "Oh, Tim, you just got roasted." And we were laughing, and he was like, "I'll roast you." And I was like, "Okay." So then I continued talking, just chilling, talking. And then he showed me a picture. And the picture, and this is not the note I talked about with detailed ways of how this kid was going to murder me and end my life in multiple different shapes and forms. No, this was a completely separate thing. But he showed me a paper, and it had me over a fire, literally getting roasted, roasted over an open fire, like a campfire, like you see on those movies where they have the thing where you turn it slowly and there's a pig or something impaled on it to cook it, that type of thing. He had me on that, and he's like, "I'm roasting you," and I was like, "All right." And then he's like, "I'll nuke you too," and then he drew a picture of a nuke landing on me and there was all these explosions. I was like, "All right." I was like, "You guys are both crazy," talking to Stacy and Mini Murderer. And then Mini Murderer growled at me, and I was like, "Oh, Stacy growls too, she does this weird Perry the Platypus sound and growl thing, because she's a strange, odd person, but we're friends, so it's okay." But anyway, I was like, "Stacy growls too," and then they both growled at me at the same time, and I was like, I was just like, "Oh yeah, you guys are both crazy together." And Stacy was like, "This kid understands me. This kid feels me." So yeah, it was funny. They could be crazy partners together, I guess. And Stacy really isn't crazy. She's just strange and acts weird around me. But yeah. So yeah, after that whole him drawing pictures of me getting nuked and roasted, we went on with our day. We went to the next period, which happened to be ceramics. I've talked about it before. Ceramics is my last period. So we walk in, we go into ceramics. I'm having fun doing stuff. Then my friend, the other one who I sat next to, how I said I was sitting next to two friends. Well, he went out into the hall for some reason. He went out in the hall and he came back and he's like, "The kid from earlier gave you this." And I'm gonna describe this thing to you because it's crazy. Alright, so I look at the paper. It says his name on the top right. I'm not going to obviously say his name, but yeah, it says his name in the top right. Then it has me tied to a chair with him over me, as I'm tied. He's behind me and he's holding an axe above his head, about to swing down and chop me in the head. And I'm going to admit, this kid had enormous attention to detail, and I'll explain why later. But anyway, and then it had an arrow pointing to me and it said Tim, and then it had an arrow pointing to the axe and it said axe. Obviously he butchered the spelling, it was AX, but that's okay. And also in front of me there was a flaming harpoon ready to shoot at me at any moment. But that's not all. That's not the only picture on there. On the very right side, there was me standing there, and the reason I said there was attention to detail is because the axe was still stuck in my head throughout all the pictures. The axe was stuck in my head, and he was like, "If I hit him with the axe earlier, that means he's still gonna have the axe in his head. So in all the pictures, there's just an axe sticking out of my head, and it's me looking all scared, and then there's a nuke dropping on me. He drew the atomic symbol and everything. And then there was one of me underwater in my house submarine. There was like a house submarine thing, and there were sharks swimming towards me, and they looked really angry and really vicious. So they were swimming towards me in that picture. Then in the next one, there was one of me in crutches, obviously, because, you know, the sharks bit me and stuff, and I was in crutches, and it said mine, but it was spelled M-I-N, but, you know, he meant mine, you know, like a landmine, you know, where you step on it and it explodes, and it said explode. I don't know, there were other ones, but I can't remember them. And then it just said, it's me, the guy who blew you up with the nuke. I'm coming for you. Also, tell the girl that was my partner I said hi. So basically, he's like, I'm coming for you, y'all's gonna die, but make sure to tell that girl I said hi. And so I did. I was like, Stacy, this kid says hi. And she was like, what? And I showed her the death note, and she was like, like started laughing and stuff. It was funny. And then also today he started chasing me around the halls. I was like, oh my God. And he took me down into his classroom and stuff. And then the teacher's like, no. And helped me leave. But he had like 6 kids on me, grabbing me, like pulling me down. And obviously I didn't want to like full on fight them. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that was a long story. If you made it to the end, comment crazy child. And you're awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I know it was a longer story, but I hope I kept you entertained, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.